Hello, Kevin. Schalk Bezuidenhout here. Kevin, I do not know who Josh and Rochelle is. Josh and Rochelle are... Fuck. Yeah, look at if the English starts mooring out within the first 30 seconds of the video, then you know it's going to be a rough one, Kevin. But let's push through. I mean, Kevin, I don't even think... You look at if my English started like that, I don't even think I should attempt your surname, Kevin. Melhuish. When I first read it, Kevin, because there's a word in Afrikaans, malais. Nah, malais, like fucking crazy house. Like a mental institution. I thought it was Kevin Malhuish. I thought, fuck it, that's quite a cool surname, but no. Melhuish. Anyway, Kevin, Josh, and Rochelle, just want to say that you mean a lot to them. Happy birthday for 19 October. I don't know how old you are turning, Kevin, but that is also a sign of Josh and Rochelle's love for you because they didn't tell me. Because, Kevin, that is a stereotype that, oh, you're not allowed to know a woman's age, but you are allowed to know a man. No, Kevin. Who knows? You've maybe been telling certain people for the last 3 years that you're 2 years younger than you actually are. Now you don't want me to just say on the video, fucking how old you actually are, because then you can't even put it on Facebook, because then those people are going to go, I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it didn't look good enough for 21 or however old you are, but you must be, judging by the things you do for Josh and Rochelle, you must be very late in your teens or early in your 20s, because they said, thanks for all the things you do, the Woolies breadsticks, which I obviously thought, that's very cute, that's like an inside joke between you guys, which also, screw you, Josh and Rochelle, that you made me that poople at the party who's now not in on the inside joke. I'm often that person, because, I would go to a party or to an event with someone that I know, but then the person I'm with knows the people there. Now I'm not in on the inside joke. Have you been to one of those, Kev? When you get to a party, now everyone has like a little thing. Everyone's like, ooh, let's say, for example, let's go flamingo hunting tonight, guys. Remember that? And then everyone's like, flamingo hunting, fuck it, Mozambique was crazy, 2016, what a year. And then you're like, yo, what does that mean, guys? And then everyone's like, oh, sorry, Schalk. No, it was kind of, it's hard to explain, but then it will get mentioned a few times throughout the night, then people will be like, ooh, careful. When you go to that bathroom, don't go flamingo hunting. And then everyone, and eventually I'm sure it's not such a long story. Can people just tell me? Because, I'm feeling pretty out. And then people like, no, sorry, man. It's just kind of for the friendship group, It's kind of like a closed thing. It's kind of like an elite thing to know the flamingo hunting story. Sorry, man. Sorry. We wish we could. And then you're like, listen, I'm going to go home. Okay. Then they're like, don't go flamingo hunting on your, on your way out. Then you're like, fuck yalla. Anyway, so Woolies breadsticks, haha. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. I don't know what that means. And the syrup peanuts. Also don't know what that means, unless it's as simple as you just prepare them often some breadsticks and syrup peanuts, and I'm reading too much into it. But then they also said tin roof. Yeah. That took me back, Kevin. Not in a good way. I studied at the University of Cape Town. Ayu, say tea. And Blacksum, tin roof. That place, is it even still open? It must be, nah? Because Tin Roof is like an institution. I can't imagine that place will ever close. So that makes me think, if you guys are going, Kev, Josh, Rochelle, if you guys are going to Tin Roof. Kevin, you know what? Let's play a game. I'm going to guess how old you are, and then you can message me on Instagram and say how far off I was. So I'm going to guess if you guys are hanging out in fucking Tin Roof, 19 years old. Can I tell you a story, Kev? How long have I been talking? Here, look. Kev, you probably want to go. Because you're probably watching this on your birthday. And, on your birthday, It's a long day. It's a time-consuming day. Actually, these days, birthdays, when someone's like, oh, my birthday's next week, I'm like, yikes, I don't wish it upon anyone. Because it's an admin day. That is what a birthday is. You have, just looking through all the fucking messages on your Facebook wall, that is a few hours on its own. You get those idiots who just write HBD. I'm like, yeah, like, you opened your laptop or you turned on your phone, unlocked your phone. Yes, I'm turning into a worm. Turned on your phone. You unlocked your phone. You went into Facebook. You typed in my name. You went onto my wall. You made all that effort. That probably takes like at least 30 seconds. Then you write HBD. Not happy birthday, Schalk. Like, there's autocorrect. You don't have to type it out. Bliksem, HBD. You know what pisses me off the most? Now, when they can't even bother to just write it in capitals. They can't even put their caps lock on. Just small letters. HBD. I'm like, yeah, like, I uninvite to the wedding. Bye, donkey. So, Kevin, oh yes, but I wanted to end off with a story. Kevin, I'm going to guess you guys are 19 years old. Did I say that? Okay. My story, my worst tin roof story. I've been tin roof so many times now, but my worst tin roof story, Kevin, is there was a guy when I was in first year, when I was 19 years old, and me and my roommate Erik, we were the only two Afrikaans guys in college house there in Rondebosch, and this guy who lived the room below us. He came up, gave us a joint. He said, yeah, I got you guys a little present, here's a joint. Then one night, I say to Erik, one of his friends from Stellenbosch comes to sleep over in our room, and we're going to go party that night. And I say, let's smoke this joint tonight. I'm not a big weed smoker. I'm not experienced with weed. So I say, let's smoke this joint. They're like, yeah. I quickly go and get beers or something. I light up this joint. As they come back in, they're like, oof, we actually just think we're going to drink tonight. We're not going to smoke. I'm like, yeah, like, I don't want half a joint lying around here in the room. I was scared I'm going to get into trouble. So I smoked the whole joint, but it was a fat spliff like this, Kevin. Fuck. Let's just say I was not that night feeling good, feeling positive. I was feeling high, feeling horrible. That's actually quite nice. Anyway, then we go to tin roof now. Now it's like kicks in the hardest, and I just literally had to go sit on one of those couches with my hands folded and just try and get a grip on myself. And then suddenly I stand up. I'm like, come on, man, I'm not that bad. Let me just stand up and have a good time. I stand up, heerlijkheid, and I'm like, I have to rush for the bathroom. Let's just say fucking 2 steps later, projectile vomit all over the floor. But you know how stiff tin roof is, Kev, is that it doesn't actually, when you projectile vomit onto the floor there, it doesn't actually make a difference to that floor. People still just walk over it, it's just like, it's just adding to the other stiff cock that is already there. Other vomit, sweat, blood, it's the Wild West. Anyway, unless tin roof, I just realized now, is a type of ice cream. In which case, I'm very off now talking about that one party place in Cape Town. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the story nonetheless. Lekker, Kevin. Have a lekker birthday. Sorry, also with the admin things, you're also obviously going to get that phone call from that Tannie who only calls you once a year, which is on your birthday. And then she also has to catch up on the whole year. And how was lockdown? How's Josh? How's Rochelle? Are they married yet? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if Josh and Rochelle is. It's going to be cock awkward if they're just friends, or if Josh is in the friend zone, or even more awkward if they're brother and sister. But anyway, Kev, happy birthday. Come to a live show soon. I'm going to be in Cape Town end of this year again, also, or end of November, also next year. I'm booking dates at the Baxter as we speak. Lekker. See you then. I'll buy a glass of wine. It's the least I can do. Lekker, Kevin. Kevin, I have just Googled tin roof and confirmed to myself that it is a place. I mean, it's an ice cream. So I'm assuming it's an ice cream. That is what Josh and Rochelle meant. So I'm sorry that I went on a fucking tangent about Tin Roof in Cape Town, but now if you ever get the chance, Kevin, go to Tin Roof in Cape Town. You won't be sorry. I know I didn't sell it really, but it is an experience. Anyway, lekker.